It's Tuesday, December 6th, and time for your Barbados Today morning update. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Thanks for joining us. Our top story at this hour: no criminal charges will be brought against Shemar Weekes' mother or anyone else for that matter in relation to his unnatural death last year. Well, at least for the time being. Director of Public Prosecution Charles Leacock, QC, who examined the police file and recommendations from Coroner Melina Renee, tells Barbados Today he found insufficient evidence to recommend prosecution. However, Leacock said he had advised the police to keep the file into the 12-year-old's death open in the event any new evidence surfaces. Shemar, former Coleridge Parish student, was found hanging at his Farwell's Checker Hole, St. Lucie home on May 14, 2015. The laws of Barbados do not adequately address the needs of the nation's children. That's according to the island's Chief Justice, Sir Marston Gibson, who says there is still a lot of work to be done to address the issue. He made the comments over the weekend at the Frank Collymore Hall, where child advocate Faith Marshall Harris presented a comprehensive document on the need to legally address the rights of the child.
While we accept that children are our future, our laws and our practices and our procedures don't always seem to keep that reality in focus. And in fact, and as I'm sure you will leave here understanding, there's much work that we need to do with regard to our children.
Police are on the hunt for two masked men responsible for the island's latest shooting that left a 24-year-old man nursing injuries. The victim, Jamario Akeem Warren of Parish Land, Christchurch, was shot twice in the thigh while at the bus stop at Enterprise Main Road, Christchurch. The incident occurred around 5 minutes to 8 last night. Warren was taken to the hospital by ambulance for medical treatment. Police are asking anyone with information pertaining to this latest gun crime to contact the emergency number 211, Crime Stoppers, or the nearest police station. In other news, this Tuesday, Environment, Water and Health authorities announced a number of corrective measures to stave off a potential hazard on the south coast as a result of runoff sewage at Worthing, Christchurch. Speaking on state television last night, Acting Director of the Environmental Protection Department, Anthony Headley, also said that a committee was now in place and had already examined the various issues and complaints from the public. He says the BWA had started to identify all areas where the sewer network was below the flood level, and inspectors from the Barbados Water Authority as well as the Ministry of Health would be going out to properties to probe the matter further. He said once that was done, measures would be implemented to prevent additional flows from getting into the network. Meantime, the opposition leader, Mia Motley, has issued a call for the Prime Minister to intervene in the matter. Motley, who toured the area with a shadow Minister of the Environment and Energy, Senator Wilfred Abrams, yesterday, told the media that the problem has been going on for far too long.
As you can see, it cuts across all kinds of residents, all kinds of sectors. It's business, it's tourists, the beginning of the tourist season. We see the comments overseas. Prime Minister needs to have a heart and needs to exercise leadership and to recognize that this is not simply about being Prime Minister, is not simply about consorting with princes and foreign dignitaries, but it is rolling up your sleeves and getting the business of Barbados working for Barbadians, because there's too many people suffering.
The National Union of Public Workers is pleased with how its latest round of pay talks are progressing with the management of the Grantley Adams International Airport. An upbeat union president, Akani McDowell, told Barbados Today following 2 hours of negotiations yesterday that the union now expects a quick response from airport management to a new set of proposals put on the table.
We had positive discussions. The airport management is supposed to get back to us. We were able to place a proposal again on the table, and they're supposed to get back to us as soon as possible. Usually they respond fairly quickly, so we're going to await their response.
Is this a different proposal to the last one?
Well, we don't, Emmanuel, we can't share details of the proposal. when we get something, or when we are able to get something, and we are positive that we should get something, we'll let you know.
In sports, West Indies Test and One-Day International opening batsman Craig Brathwaite is the new captain of the Barbados Pride. He took over the captaincy from Kevin Stout for the 4-round top-of-the-table day-night clash with defending champions Guyana Jaguars at the Guyana National Stadium in Providence starting Friday. All-rounder Stout led the side in the first 3 matches against Leeward Islands Hurricanes, Trinidad and Tobago Red Force and Jamaica Scorpions. Barbados Pride are in second position in the 16 championship table on 33.4 points. The team reads Brathwaite captain, Anthony Allen, Shemar Weekes, Jonathan Carter, Royston Chase, Shane Dowrich, Justin Graves, Shea Hope, Ashley Nurse, Omar Phillips, Kemar Roach, Kevin Stout, Jamal Warrican, and play starts at 3 p.m.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
But Maisie, this Christmas will be the best Belgian Christmas for we. Maisie, it is all because Republic Bank just like Santa Claus. Maisie, fix up the kitchen and a new TV we get in. A special time to commemorate. Republic will help you celebrate.
Get ready to celebrate 50 years of independence right through to the best Bajan Christmas ever with a Make It Happen loan of up to $50,000 from Republic Bank. Give your home a good old Bajan sprucer, buy some new furniture and appliances, or take an after-holiday trip to visit loved ones over and away. You could also be one of our lucky winners to share in fabulous prizes. Just visit any branch to apply. Go to republicbarbados.com or call us at 227-2700. We're also available via Skype and FaceTime. Special conditions apply.
In Bajan style, it will be great with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
On the regional front, Bermuda welcomed John Rankin as its new governor yesterday, and he has been outlining the issues that will hold his attention while in office.
Earlier this year, Hurricane Nicole came to Bermuda. Thankfully, but in no small part due to the preparedness and work of the emergency services, the island emerged largely unscathed. Working with those services on continued best practice in disaster preparedness will be one of my priorities. I also look forward to engaging with members of Bermuda's vibrant business community and with representatives of Bermuda's civil society in its many forms: churches, charities, youth groups, those seeking to protect the environment, to promote human rights, and to protect the interests of vulnerable groups. As a parent myself of 3 children, now grown up, I particularly look forward to meeting young people during my period as governor, the next generation of Bermudians who represent the future. No issue can be more important than the safeguarding of children, allowing them to grow and learn in a secure and safe environment, free from fear, drugs and crime.
And finally, Russia and China vetoed a draft resolution at the UN Security Council. The resolution called for a 7-day ceasefire in Syria's embattled city of Aleppo. Russia said the document infringed on the council rule allowing countries 24 hours to consider a final wording. But the U.S. dismissed the charge, calling it a made-up alibi.
You've heard Russia talk about conversations with the United States. Russia says that they were on the cusp of reaching a deal with the United States to allow for some resolution of the situation in eastern Aleppo, and that this resolution undermines the negotiation. That is a made-up alibi. The United States, including Secretary Kerry, has continued our bilateral conversations with Russia to try and find some way to relieve the suffering around eastern Aleppo. However, we have not reached a breakthrough because Russia has been more focused on preserving its military gains than helping Aleppo's civilians.
And on that note, we come to the end of our news and sports update. But for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. Good morning.